It's vamp time.
Yeah, sitting on the throne. Sean Ward steps in with a confidence there. It's Horror Movie Monday, you already know. Chills in the air, and the tension's low. OGP steps up, setting the tone. Always in charge, yeah, sitting on the throne. Sean Ward steps in with a confidence there. Nipples getting hard from the icy glare. Monsters in the back, creeping through the dark. Lurking in the silence. Like
are your nipples getting hard, sir?
Lights down low, screens on the screen.
Wow.
Wow. Well, when we talk about something later, I will explain that my nipples got very hard. So so thank you for putting that into the song, because it's correct. So Ballers did that.
Balzer.
So
Balzer, the lurking legend Balzer. Yes.
Thank you
created
for doing
that song.
Balzer.
Yeah, that was epic. I love that song. We're going to be incorporating that into the intro because we like it so much. But I forgot my Scream flag, my Ghostface flag back there. So I'm going to move that a little bit. I got an ugly door in the background. I don't like that. I forgot my flag. Well.
I mean, I don't like mine. I mean, it goes right out into the hallway. But otherwise, it's just a white door. But you do get movies back there, and a Sex Pistols poster.
Ooh, look at that!
Right there. And then you get some different posters here. I'm sitting in a different position because I'm waiting to use a computer that's on my desk that Philip has brought me, and so thank you, Philip, and or OGP.
Yes. We don't use that P word around here.
That's right. No P words. And so next show, this should be all set up and ready to go, and I'll be right back where I was before. But you guys can see some different stuff here. We got a Resident Evil. We got a which was released on my birthday. We got a Puppet Master, and then we got two that we won't discuss. So
okay, there you go. Oh, look, I got a message here. It's lame. I thought I muted my phone. I think we need to get the show started here. We got something to talk about, but let's do it on the other side. Let's roll an intro. I might cut it short tonight because I want to get to it. I'm so excited to get to it. But you feel like doing some Horror Movie Monday, Mr. Ward?
Yes.
Very nice. And that's enough of that for today.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Yeah. It's
glad I wasn't doing anything inappropriate then.
Well, I told you I was going to cut a little short. We have a lot to talk about tonight. We really, really do. But one of the big things that we need to talk about, and I didn't put it on the thumbnail for this video. I did mention it on a post on Instagram. So if you follow me there, you may know where I'm going with this. But there was a shooting in Las Vegas last night, and one YouTuber shot two other YouTubers. And I don't know what all we're allowed. Words will get the channel shut down. If you say we're in a horror show, so people get murdered and killed and stuff like that all the time.
Well, they say unalive is what
I know, and I hate that. That's so. I just absolutely hate that. But anyways, these two people were shot and they are no longer with us. It was a long running feud between them. And I feel bad for the innocent victims that were out just having a good night in Las Vegas that had to witness a shooting. I feel bad for law enforcement officers that had to go take their time out of their day to deal with this. And I feel bad for people thinking about going to Vegas that may have, thoughts in their mind now of questions of, am I going to be safe? And there's videos out there, which I'm not going to show any videos. You can find the videos if you want. Their YouTube channels, I believe, have been pulled down, or at least one of them, but there are videos still out there floating around about the shooting and, the witnesses and stuff. The crazy thing about it is this is just drama between YouTube channels who apparently these people were friends, had a falling out, and one of them was just, maybe both of them, I don't know, but I've heard one of them just, his constant thing was just bashing the other one, bashing. And then you get the guy who's being bashed just finally loses his mind, takes his gun and goes and pulls the trigger. It's a terrible thing. It's a tragedy. People lost their lives, but you do dumb things, or what's the saying? You play dumb games, you win dumb prizes, right? So I just, nobody deserved to die. It's ridiculous that this guy pulled out a gun and shot these people. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I hope they prosecute him to the fullest extent of the law for what he did. And we know he's never going to see the light of day again. He's never going to walk free again. He's going to spend the rest of his life in jail. Now, the crazy part of all this is that the person that pulled the trigger was a friend. I don't want to label the level of the friendship because I don't exactly know. And that's not for me to do. But this person was a friend of our channels, a person that we love, and that's Shadow Man. And we love Shadow Man, and he's probably having a tough day. Him and his lovely lady Marcy are probably having a tough day, and I hope that they're doing okay because of having a friend go through something like this and deal and do this. They have to have a lot of emotions going on right now. So this person that did the shooting, Manny, this YouTuber, they're involved with the Sin City family. The people that were killed were Finney and his wife. The feud was between them for whatever it is. And I don't like drama. I don't care for drama. If people have problems with each other, the best thing we can do is ignore them, move on with our lives. That's it. So unfortunately, by Finney continuously harping on Manny, it caused Manny to react this way. I'm not saying it's justified. I'm saying it caused him to react this way. So I don't put the blame 100% on one party or the other in this. Shooting somebody is inexcusable unless it's self-defense. But doing things, it's like you poke the bear. How long can you poke the bear until the bear fights back? So I think shame on all of them for this childish online behavior for so long. And it's a sad day for Las Vegas because of having to go through something like this. Tourism in Las Vegas is already suffering because of just the economy, or people not wanting to go to Vegas to pay parking fees and resort fees and all these ridiculous things when you can just go to casinos in California and park for free, play for free, and go home. So Vegas is struggling as it is. This is not going to help that. So it's a tough day for Vegas. It's a tough day. I feel bad for the people that were there, that were scared for their lives in this moment. The people that witness this, that may have some form of PTSD. You hear in one of the videos, you hear a child crying in the background. That's devastating. Hopefully the child is so young they forget this, or it's not a core memory. But this is it's a tragic event. And I have been downtown doing live streams while Manny was downtown doing live streams. And I I'm not going to sit here and say I knew the guy, but I am very good friends with someone who I believe he was very good friends with. And it's man, it's just unnerving. But I'm glad he is in jail now, and I'm glad that the rest of us can move on knowing nobody else is going to get shot. It's a sad situation all around, but at least we're not dealing with a manhunt. At least it wasn't a random shooting where a whole bunch of people got killed. So that's really all I wanted to say about that. I'm not trying to glamorize it. I'm not trying to profit off of it or anything like that. But I think it would be irresponsible of me to come on the day after this happened and not address it. So gun violence, not cool. Man, we got to knock this shit off as a society. So, John, do you have thoughts on the situation that happened yesterday out there?
Yeah, and I do, but I'll make it quick so we can move on from it. I agree with you that it's it's very tragic, but it's also very immature. That I mean, it's this is just unfortunately what happens with streaming and YouTube and reality TV and all that type of stuff, is that you get something like this happening. And when you sent me it, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was fake, because you're only seeing him set up the camera, and then the guy comes by and the wife is looking into the camera when the shooting's going on. I'm like, why would you look into the camera if the shooting's going on? And then the guy has a white hat. I'm like, this is a setup. This is fake. And then you said, no, it is not. This is real. And then I looked on while I was eating breakfast and stuff in the morning before work. I checked it out. I went to YouTube and saw all of these people covering it. And a lot of them showed more footage. They showed stuff before it happened. They would show Manny walking past, and then they'd show it again, and they would circle him, and they would freeze frame it. This is going to be, as I'm sure, within the YouTube world, within the creator world, you're now going to get a whirlwind of videos talking about this. I mean, you're probably going to get like 2-hour videos of them being friends, then we see them arguing, and then we see them hating each other, and then this happens. I mean, this is now going to be one of those things, like a lot of these YouTube videos are. So it's incredibly unfortunate, and I feel for the family of the two people who unfortunately this happened to, and I do not feel at all sorry for Manny at all. I hope that he does spend the rest of his life in prison, and and certain things happening to him in there. This is no way of solving anything at all. And this was like execution style. I mean, he obviously saw them live and said, I'm going down there right now. And it's just, and it is weird that I live in Vegas. You happen to know this person in some manner. So it's just, it's strange, but it's, it's very unfortunate and stupid and sad.
Yeah, no, it really is. And that's, that's all we really want to touch on with this subject here is that it happened. It's sad for, you mentioned the family of the deceased. It's sad for Manny's family as well, because their son, their I don't know, brother, their father, whoever this guy was to people, went out and did this. This stuff is never okay. This online bickering between grown men is just stupid. And that's why anytime I hear any friends of mine saying, oh, well, this person said this or this person did that, I shut them up right away. I don't want to hear, I don't care about grown men drama and acting like 12-year-olds. I just don't care for it. And unfortunately, it did lead to something like this. It's just a terrible situation. So anyways, hopefully the Vegas, the people coming to Vegas will understand that this guy's in jail, and they will still go out and have their vacations and stuff and feel safe out there.
I'll admit I'm guilty. I have people who I don't like, and there's people out there who don't like me. And we've said some pretty crappy things about each other, and and I've even sent you stuff that you ignore. So now I've learned to not send it to you because it
Yeah.
is just stupid drama. But
Yeah.
because of an incident like this, and hearing of other incidents, where YouTubers are going at one another, not just on YouTube, but in public, I'm just now, you know what? It's not worth it. It really isn't.
It
So
never was. It really never was. So
no, so I'm
glad.
just I'm gonna forget that type of
Yeah.
stuff, and I'm not gonna continue with it. It's stupid and childish.
So Sean 420's in the house. What's up, Sean? How you doing? Well, was in the house a couple hours ago. Gail, what's up, Gail? How you doing? Deadpool fanatic. Happy Horror Monday to you as well, Deadpool. Watch Ballerina. Yes, it's the best movie of the year. We will talk about that here in just a moment. We've got a lot of news to get to, but because we're already a few minutes in, I'm going to say hello to everybody. Jonathan, what's going on? It's just another manic horror movie Monday. Yes, I agree with that, House of G fam. I got the burpee burps again, man. I haven't had a sip or anything in a while, but the burpee burps just they come and they do this to me when we go live. What are you gonna do? Antonis, what's going on? Oh, the Fluffer
Hey.
Gamel's in the house. And Jeff, what's up, Jeff? How you doing? Yeah, let's see. Terry M, what's going on,
Hey.
Terry? How you doing? And Michael McNally, Nocturno, Mario, Reggie. Man, everybody's in the house. What's up, everybody? How you doing? What up, OGP? John Ward, Fluffy Gamer. Everybody rest in peace. Sly Stone. Yes, Sly Stone from the family, Sly and the Family Stone, passed away, I believe, earlier today. So he would have been 75, 83. So that's a nice long life. But yes, rest in peace. Some great legendary music from those folks over there. Buckaroo Bros, what's going on, Christian?
Hey,
Wicked Network, what's up?
Hey,
Cody, yo, what up, Cody? How you doing? Hopefully, Cody, you found a ride to work. I saw Cody posting he was looking for a ride to work, and I'm like 2,000 miles away, so I was not able to help Cody. So I apologize about that. So yeah, Mark Houston, what's cracking? Brian Sanchez, and rest in peace, Les Binks, 1948, 2025. Oh, the drummer from Judas Priest passed away. Oh man, I didn't know that. Man, Judas Priest just played out here recently, and I missed it. I don't. Who knows what's going to happen now? But I was hoping because I think they'd announced some more tour dates. I was hoping to see them. We'll see. We will see. We all have a breaking point and inner rage, but it's how you handle things. Yes. See, and here's my thing. This is the last thing I'm going to say about this ever is that when you allow yourself to be in a situation, if you say, I'm going to entertain this drama, I'm going to accept this drama, I'm going to tolerate this drama, and then it's going to burn up inside of me and I'm going to react and explode, you're just as at fault. You can't blame the other person because you have remained in that situation. You need, if people are being, if you have trolls or drama or whatever, you leave them behind and you move on with your life. And you don't get in that situation to where you would get to that breaking point where you would want to pull a trigger. That's what I think. So he allowed himself, Manny allowed himself to be involved with that drama rather than just ignore and block. And when people bring it up, you ignore them and block them and move on with your life. And unfortunately, he didn't. So Mark, quickly, a recap. There was a shooting in Las Vegas last night. One YouTuber who is a friend of a friend shot two other YouTubers. Very tragic situation. Let's see here. Nick B, what up? Always look forward to your Monday and you and John's Monday night live streams. Awesome, Nick. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. Nocturno, he was the original drummer, left the band a long time ago. Okay. So not the current drummer. Good to know. It doesn't make his death, the drummer's death, any less tragic. But that's good. The band is still intact, so we get to go see and experience them. And I know Nocturno, you are a big concert goer, so I'm sure that is a band that either you have. I think you've already seen them, but if not, it would be great to go see them. So we got to talk news, John. We got to talk news. There's some interesting stuff going on, but this week coming up, there's nothing too exciting in the way of movies. We'll talk about what's coming up, but what came out was Bring Her Back last week. That's the big horror movie that came out last week. A lot of people are going around saying Bring Her Back is the scariest movie of 2024, maybe even the scariest movie in a long time, or the scariest movie ever. I went and saw this movie. John, I know after I talked to you, it didn't sound like you were going to go see it, but have you seen Bring Her Back?
No. And after your review, I probably will not.
So Bring Her Back to me. This is why I think people are saying it's the scariest movie ever, because it involves kids. People get their panties in a bunch when it comes to horror movies with kids. And it's like, oh no, these poor kids. Oh, this is so scary. No, that doesn't make a movie scary. It can for you. It may be, oh, I don't like to see kids in this situation, so that makes it extra scary. Okay. I could think of a lot more scary things. They first half or 2/3 of this movie were boring as shit. And then finally in the third act, we get to some crazy stuff going on, but it was not enough to make up for how freaking boring it was for an hour. And so this is a movie I will never watch again. It was not impressive. This is A24 trying to be artsy fartsy horror bullshit when they really need to just focus on making scary movies. Take your artsy fartsy shit and shove it. Make something scary. So we get the basic story of this is you have two kids who lose their father for whatever reason, and now they are shoved off into the foster care system. They get sent to live with the lady, and then that is where the bad things start happening. After they get living with the lady, there's little signs that something's not right, and the whole damn movie would have been unnecessary had the older brother said to the younger sister, this bitch is doing bad things. We need to get out of here. But no, when the opportunity presented itself, he stood there in silence. And I'm like, say something. Use your words and say something. Get you and your sister out of this situation. Go back and just say, we don't feel safe. We need a new home. And move on. But no, we sat there and we let the bad things start happening. So it was a dumb plot. It was boring. It took a long time to get there. There were, to give in all fairness, there were a couple good effects. And one of the things I think they did too, as I say, there was a couple good effects. They went way heavy with the blood. There was an unnecessary amount of blood, or a disproportionate amount of blood for these injuries, I think, just to add something to the movie. And this movie, to me, a 1 to 5 grade. This movie, yeah, it was shot fine. The actors were fine. The story was absolute trash. I didn't care for this at all. I'm without going and grading the entire thing. I'm just gonna say this movie gets like a 1.5 out of 5 for me. It's just, I was bored. I was squirming in the theater. I was sitting there going like, I want to leave so bad. I want to leave. I want to get up and leave. But everybody's saying it's the scariest movie ever. So I've got to stay. I got to stick it out. And what a waste of time. But I do it for you. I do it for you all that haven't seen it. I take one for the team, and then I let you all know. And you can go make your own decisions. You can, if you liked it, great. If you think I'm wrong, great. I would disagree, and I think this movie is absolute trash. So let's see if any. But you. Here we go. How's the new computer, John? You stepped your game up. Let's. I wanted to see if there was comments responding to this movie here, but Bring Her Back or Unsane. We'll go with Bring Her Back. Unsane is ooh, you can't do Unsane again. Truly scary films are far and few between. Yes, they really are far and few between. But we got to get to the news. We got so much more to talk about. But John, do you want to explain the computer, because you've already mentioned it, and now Fluffy's asking, and what's going on? Do you want to kind of mention that? What's going on with that?
I'll make it quick. It's Philip made a special trip out to Vegas to drop off this computer. I have two very old laptops. One of them I am on right now, which can still do certain things like this. And so Philip thought, oh, wait, maybe John could use this. And so he brought it out. We set it up, and the internet was not connecting to it, even though it connects to everything else. It looks like we were missing two antennae, and those right there.
You're missing these right here, which I forgot to bring with me. So I've ordered John and antenna, however you want to say it.
Antennas.
They're on the way.
Yes. So I will hook those up tomorrow. I will rev it up and see what happens. Hopefully everything will be better. And then I'll be trying to do more. These one of my laptops is like freaking 15 years old. This one that I'm on is like 10 years old. It can't even do Windows 11. But I could still, like I said, do certain things. Now with this new computer that's right here, I'm going to try to do more as far as YouTube goes. So
Nice.
I'm going to, instead of doing what I've been doing, because I'm limited, I'll try to do more and make it more interesting.
Very nice. Everyone's too angry nowadays, Cody says. I lost someone in the Pulse nightclub shooting, so these events hit home. Yeah.
Oh.
You know, and that's the thing, is when something like this happens, the ripple effect of something like this can hurt so many people. So it's just very, very sad stuff. It really is. So I took it. Yeah, Fluffy said I took it for the team. Yeah, I took your mom for the team, Fluffy. Now we would be remiss. It is Horror Movie Monday, but we would be remiss if we did not talk about Ballerina. Ballerina, the newest installment in the John Wick franchise, just came out this week also, and it is very, very good. Unfortunately, Ballerina, with a $90 million budget, has only made $56 million so far. So it is a bomb. Although Bring Her Back has only made $15.2 million, but it was a $15 million budget for Bring Her Back. So, that's not necessarily a bomb there. Ballerina is bombing. I don't know why people are not going to the theater to see this. This is a movie you must see in the theater. This is a very good movie. This is maybe arguably one of the better, if not the best movies in the John Wick franchise. The action is amazing. The fighting is amazing. The story is amazing. Jeremy Johns can suck it for his review, complaining about how much story, and he just wanted action. I just want the action. No, you tool. We want a good story. And then you complement that with good action or violence or fighting or whatever, and it makes a perfect movie. This was absolutely great. I know you've seen it, John. What are your thoughts on Ballerina?
I love the film. I haven't seen as many movies this year as you have, but I would say even with Mission Impossible, I think that this is my favorite film. I think it's better than any of the John Wick movies. And when I got home, because this takes place between John Wick 3 and 4, I did watch part 3, and Ballerina is in part 3. It's the same actress. It's just her. She's looking this direction while John Wick is walking this way, and then Ballerina, it's flipped. That we're now seeing it from here as John Wick is walking over here. And I absolutely loved it. And as Balzer pointed out, my nipples got incredibly hard while watching the movies because, well, I told Philip, I said I saw the trailer, and her name is Eve in the movie, that she uses a flamethrower. And
Careful,
well,
we're not spoiling.
It's in the trailer.
Okay. Just as long, I'm just okay.
And so he goes, because he saw it before me, and he goes, "You said you like flamethrowers?" I'm like, "Yes." He goes, "You will not be disappointed." And I'm like, "Perfect." And pretty much, you bring a flamethrower into any movie, I'm gonna like it. This I thought was gonna be 30 seconds. My God, is there flamethrower in this movie?
We're getting spoilers. We're getting spoilers.
It's not spoilers.
If you talk about the duration and stuff of how long that's all
I'm saying.
Okay.
It's in the trailers. They show like 3 or 4 shots.
Yeah, no. I know. But just don't tell it how it how the flamethrower wraps up or how long it goes on or anything like that.
Did I even start that?
I thought you were going there. That's why I was.
Thank you for the trust. Thank you for the trust.
You're welcome, sir.
So and then of course there's snow, and then you put a movie in snow. So now you have flamethrower, snow, guns, bullets, blood. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I loved how it was shot. And then when I got home, like I said, I watched part 3, and then I said, well, let's watch part 4 to see maybe if they kind of linked it. I made it through 50 minutes of part 4 because I just watched it, and the film is 3 hours. That I couldn't do it anymore. I was so burnt out.
Yeah,
but
they're long movies.
Yeah, but I will be buying it. So along with Mission Impossible, I think Ballerina will probably be the only 2 movies that I will pre-order, even if they're like $30 each. Yeah. So but I'll say I'm not going to do spoilers, so don't worry.
Okay. I'm chill. We're good.
Okay. If you have problems in movies with a 105-pound, 2-foot, like 5-foot, 2-foot girl taking on a guy who looks like The Rock, you will not have that problem in this. It is explained. Yeah. I bought into the entire movie. I believed it from beginning to end, where some movies I'm just like, come on, man, there's no way this little girl is going to take on that guy. Give me a break. It is. I
pray. Yeah. Pray.
What, Prey? Oh, Prey. Predator movie. But since we're talking about Ballerina, do you quickly mind if I show what I bought there?
Sure, I do. Before you do that, I just want to say I'm glad you mentioned that, because I did want to mention that too, because it is addressed slightly in the trailer about, we know it's a ballerina who is kind of she's in the world of John Wick. She's like a badass like John Wick. And they kind of address how she can go fight all these people, being this little ballerina girl. And I agree with you, John, that they did a good job with that. They made it very plausible. And that's what I love, plausibility in movies. It doesn't have to be completely realistic, but plausibility makes it huge for me. So it was so good.
And I think that you and I might be, I don't know, in the minority on this one, because and to let people know, we're talking about Ballerina. So it's I don't know. I've seen Jeremy Johns, a Critical Drinker, some of these other like big YouTubers that review movies. They're like, it's meh. It's fine. It's okay. It's John Wick light. It's well, all right. Okay. Well, I guess they're running out of ideas. Okay. And it's like kind of in the same way with Mission Impossible. I was like, how are everybody hating this movie when I loved it? And that's probably why it's bombing, is people are giving it bad reviews, unfortunately.
Yeah, I commented on Jeremy John's post saying, "Did you even watch the movie?" Because for him, for the critiques that people are giving this, it's just absurd. The movie was phenomenal. It's great. The action is insane. It starts out, it's like you watch a John Wick movie, you have certain expectations. It's going to be chaotic all the way through. But it has more story, more depth, more detail, backstory, character development, things that I love in a movie that made it great. So one thing on this, it is sitting at a 93 fan score right now on Rotten Tomatoes. It's like a 70 something from the experts. Fuck the experts. The fans know what they like. And this movie is phenomenal. It is so good. If you have not seen Ballerina, I've seen it in theaters twice. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I have seen it in the theater and the theater again. I've seen it twice and I highly recommend it. Go check it out. It'll be fine to watch at home down the road if you've already seen it. This is a movie I will be able to watch time and time again. It is just that good. So, John, you can carry on and or get to your thing that you have there.
Yeah, I'll get to it in 1 second. Where they have like other movies like Furiosa, Mad Max Saga, where Mad Max is in the movie played by a different guy for 10 seconds. No, I'm sorry, that does not count. And if you've seen the trailers for this, you know who's in this, and it's not for 10 seconds. So,
that's a fucking huge spoiler, dude.
It's in the trailer.
No, I know, but
it's on the poster. He's right there on the poster.
I know, but nobody knows how much. So.
Oh, please! I said it's longer than 10 seconds.
Okay,
it could be 20
all right.
seconds.
My
God, man,
I don't. I just, for me, I would not want to know, like, if the question is going in. Do we get John Wick in this movie? Is John Wick?
I didn't say it was John Wick. Now it's the spoilers from you.
You said he was on. You said he's on the poster. Who else?
There's many people on the poster.
We know who you're talking about, John.
All right. So when I was at Ballerina, and everybody knows how much I love Mission Impossible, I found this. And so I went to go see Mission Impossible for the first night. There wasn't anything there. Second time I went, there were posters. And so I got the posters, which are really nice. But when I went to this theater, which is where we saw Wolfman, is that a spoiler that we saw Wolfman?
No, theater. Suck it, John.
So I got this bag, and it was only $30. And I thought, I am buying this. So this is, and I won't spend a lot of time on it, so because I know we got a lot of stuff to do. So it comes with, and the guy behind the counter was very nice about all this. This has not been used at all. He gave me a separate large popcorn container and a separate Coke container, like large Coke. So this is completely unused. So it is the Mission Impossible metal tin popcorn container.
Very nice. Yeah, I would never use that. Most of the time when you buy popcorn containers or the popcorn buckets and stuff at theaters, you don't use it at the theater. They still give you the popcorn separate. So that's good that he did that, because I would not want that popcorn residue in there.
Yeah, I've only bought one, and that was Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and that was it. And then that comes with its own cup.
Very nice.
And I'm trying to get.
Now, will you use that cup, or will it be?
No.
Okay. I didn't think so.
No, it's going to sit inside this plastic right here.
Okay.
And then on top of that, but I wonder if it came with a. Oh fuck! Did you not put something in? I wonder if it came with a top. There's no top in here. Yeah, there's no top.
Uh-oh.
Wonder if I should drive back there one day and like soon, like tomorrow. Well, maybe it's in here. So it also came with this. And I asked him, like, oh, what is this? This guy was really nice. I even told his manager, I sat there and said, I think that he's a very nice guy. And it also comes with, oh, here's the top. Okay. And it even came with, and I'm not taking these out of the plastic, so binoculars
Oh, nice.
that he used in the movie. And there's the oh, I see. You put it over the top of the drink.
Binoculars are the top of the cup. Yeah.
Yeah, because the top is connected to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm so bummed that I always see, because there's where the hole goes right there for the straw.
Yeah.
I am always so bummed about, I see on eBay, I always see, like, I get the posters, and then I'm like, there was a popcorn container. Wait, there was a cup.
Yeah.
What? And then everybody's jacked up the prices.
Yeah.
And they did have, which I saw first, was a briefcase. It was a black briefcase that said Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, and you open it, and then there's the area for the popcorn, and then you could put treats in it. But
that's pretty cool.
It's cool, but it's only one thing, and it was $50. So when I asked him, well, how much is all this? He goes, oh, it's $30, and I'll put the stuff in other containers, and I'll put it in a bag for you. And oh, here, we got brand new stuff in the back that's still in the boxes. And I'm like, So
very, very cool.
Yeah. So that was my, and you were over here, so I hit it.
You're not going to take it out and display it somewhere?
Well, I won't take it out of the package. I know that. But for now, it'll sit in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. I would like the ghost face and stuff. I would display it. But to each their own, what you want to do with it.
To eat their own, and that's
yes. Yeah.
Well, while we're doing this, I'll just put it all back in its thing, and then I'll decide what to do later. So
okay. So Gail is watching John Wick 4 with his wife right now. Decent. What movie we talking about? We were talking about Ballerina. Let's see here. Heard OGP is taking a passing to be a ballerina. I don't know what you're saying there, Fluff, but you're saying I want to be a ballerina. If I can whoop ass like that ballerina, I would take it. I don't listen to reviews much. Except OGPs. Yeah, and here's the thing. I don't listen to too many reviews either, but sometimes when a big movie comes out and you see scores that don't seem right, I want to hear why they think what they think. So,
well, yeah, and I think what you said about Jeremy Johns was saying, like, did you watch the movie? I was watching the critical drinker review who called it John Wick Light, and I'm like, did you watch the movie? Because he's talking about stuff like, he goes, oh, well, it's so convenient that this happened. Oh, it's so convenient that this happened. And it's like, but there's reasons for it happening. What are you talking about? What that doesn't, what you're like, did you fall asleep or not pay attention?
Yeah. No, it was action packed all the way through. So that's why it's so fun. And it's not nearly as long. It's like 2 hours.
It's like
that's
2 hours.
Good thing.
That's
it's
it.
a very good
and there
thing.
were really good trailers on it too, minus Fantastic Four, but good trailers to watch. So get there early.
Nice. Yes. Yeah. Mike says, well, anyways, let's move on. Mike says, Wick kills the ballerina, y'all. No, and so I'm not sitting here trying to say that the ballerina is a more of a badass than John Wick or anything like that. So if you're saying that the John Wick movies kill ballerina, I find that interesting. And maybe someday down the road we'll have a spoiler review where we kind of talk about the things. I think this movie just has so much more story, where the John Wick movies, it's like, I killed my dog, so now I got to kill everybody. Now I'm excommunicado, so now I got to kill everybody. Or this one guy to not have a bounty on my head or whatever. The stories are very, very simple, where this story is quite complex. So I like it. Preminator, what's up? Any final thoughts on Ballerina before we move right along, John?
With the last comment is, if you're talking about the characters, John Wick kicks ass over most people, and so I would agree with that. As far as movies go, I do think Ballerina is a better made movie than John Wick. Maybe not the first one, because that was our introduction, But
Yeah.
as now that we're on part 4 and we're still talking about the wife and the dog, that that's
Yeah.
we know nothing more about
Yeah.
John Wick. So,
Yeah.
but I still love all the movies.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they're fun movies. Preminator says, love Ballerina. Also action packed the whole time. Yes, it is. And that's where, anyway, I want to tread lightly on things. I don't want to say there's stuff I would love to talk about, but I'm not going to sit here and get into
Oh,
any
I'll talk about it
story
then.
aspects. No, okay, go ahead, John. so, so Ballerina, go see it. Now we've got some other big news this week, some very exciting news, because we know we were supposed to get a Saw movie last year. Saw 11 didn't happen. It was supposed to now come this year. Didn't happen. Everything is falling apart. We don't know what's going on. Well, now the news is that Blumhouse has acquired the rights to the Saw franchise, which is good because Blumhouse and James Wan's companies merged. So now James Wan is back with the company that owns the rights to Saw. And there's no announcements as far as films or anything like that. But the fact that we put James Wan back in that franchise, I think, is amazing, and it has reinvigorated my excitement for the franchise. So, what do you think? Are you excited, John, that James Wan is back in the fold for Saw?
It depends on his position. I mean, everybody was excited about James Gunn taking over DC. Nope, I think he's going to ruin it. So, it's no, we'll see. We'll
But
see.
James Gunn was like, he didn't create DC, whereas we look at who is the father of the Saw franchise. It's James Wan.
It'd be nice to have him back as a director. You get Lee Winnell back as one of the writers, then yeah, we might have something. But if he's just a producer or a producer in name only, we'll have to see, because Blumhouse has basically been crap in the bed for the last few years, and I got one of the movies that they crapped the bed over right there. So
yeah. So I mean, fingers crossed, but I really hope we get showrunners back involved with Dexter, and Dexter is great again. We're attaching people to franchises that we love, and hopefully good things happen. So we'll have to see about that.
And then we get the showrunner who brought back Doctor Who, and he's destroyed it. It has now been canceled.
I've never in my life seen 1 minute of a Doctor Who show.
Oh my God, I've been watching it since like the early 80s.
Just maybe one day. Somebody keeps pushing me. I forget who. Somebody that watches always says,
got like
Doctor Who,
60 years, 65 years to catch up on.
I mean, I like blood, guts, and gore, and I'm guessing we don't get too much of that in Doctor Who.
No.
Yeah. Final Destination, easy for me to say, Bloodlines, went over $255 million made on a $50 million budget. So that is huge. To make, you've now made 5 times your budget. That is a box office smash right there. So I'm very happy about that. And John, like you always say, we want, whether we like these movies or not, which most of us liked them, Bloodlines. I know you're not the biggest fan, John, but to see a horror movie do that well, a horror movie making $250 million, that is epic.
Yeah, I'm very happy that it made that amount of money. So now hopefully the studio will not increase its budget. Keep it the same or around the same, so then it can keep making that amount of money if they continue to make sequels.
Yep, I agree. Alien Romulus sequel is set to start filming in the fall. I enjoyed Alien Romulus. There were a lot of things that was like, oh, we're just copying what they did in the original Alien, or we're copying this character, we're copying that character. A lot of fanfare in there and some hokey shit toward the end. But I thought it was a decent Alien movie. And when the sequel comes out, I'll definitely go see it. John, do you care?
I love the director.
Okay.
I was not a huge fan of Romulus. I hated that they stole the line from Aliens, get away from her, you bitch. Since
Yeah.
Romulus takes place before Aliens, now if you watch them in order, then that means that Sigourney Weaver's character, Ripley, stole the line from the guy in Romulus. I
Yeah.
hate that they did that. It served no purpose. It was a horrible idea. I could take that they ripped off Alien Resurrection, that it was a bad script because I like Alien, but I don't know. Well, once again, we'll have to see.
Yeah. So with Romulus and ripping off a lot of the good things that we got from Aliens, earlier on in the franchise, we have a younger generation. And obviously they targeted a younger generation, a younger audience by having a younger cast. So I think maybe the studios went, well, a lot of these people are not going to go back and watch a 45-year-old movie in Alien. So let's throw some of the good stuff in the new one and hope, the senior citizens don't mind. And there were some things that were kind of cringy and bugged and stuff, but I kind of, because I feel like they're trying to pull in a younger audience, I could kind of let some of that go.
Not me.
Blumhouse has cringy dialogue in their movies. Antonis, Blumhouse does a lot of cringy things.
These days, they didn't used to.
Right? Yeah. Gail's been watching since Tom Baker played Doctor Who.
Me too.
Wow. I don't know who Tom Baker is. I would love
He
to
is
say
the
I do,
fourth Doctor, the most famous Doctor, and the most beloved Doctor.
Okay. Will you guys see the 50th anniversary of Jaws re-release this August? Can't wait for that. John, if Jaws plays in the theater, will you go?
Maybe. I have a problem. Like, I thought of going to see Top Gun because that's being re-released. My problem is digital. Because I'm a geezer. I'm an old man. I used to go see all the movies when they brought them back on film. So they were shown through the film projectors. So when I did see Jaws again in the theater, the print was all messed up. It was like a little scene was missing or whatever it was. And that was like, that's how movies should be watched. So maybe I'll go see it. But I do watch Jaws on 4th of July. So if that helps.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's a great day to watch Jaws.
Yeah.
I hate when I go to the theater and they have the laser screens. It's so dark, and it's like some movies when they upgrade them to 4K, everything gets darker. I don't care for the laser stuff. And yeah, there's something about a movie being played on film as opposed to digital that is really cool, especially a classic movie like that. So Preminator did not mind Romulus, enjoyed it, right on. Antonis liked Romulus, younger folks than us. What is a better movie, Final Destination Bloodlines or Ballerina? Haven't seen either yet. Hands down, Ballerina. I like both, but I did want to mention this. So this year, some of the best movies, Final Destination Bloodlines is a great movie. It's not in my top 5. There's Novocaine, which is phenomenal. There's The Monkey, phenomenal. There's The Accountant 2, phenomenal. But then there are, to me, 2 far and away, hands down, best movies of the year. One being Warfare, which is my favorite war movie of all time now, based on the authenticity of it. It's just insane. It's so well done. So Warfare. But so as I was watching Ballerina, I start going, I'm going like, man, this is good. This is really good. How good is this? And I'm like, I like in the middle of the movie, I am pumped. I'm like, this is so good. I'm loving this. And then so it starts to go through my head, what has been better than this? And I think because of how exciting it was all the way through, I think I would just give a slight nod to Ballerina over Warfare, even as the best movie of the year so far. So I just, man, it is so good. Do you have, so I mean, obviously, John, you like The Monkey, Mission Impossible, and Mission Impossible definitely deserves an honorable mention. It would probably be like maybe my number 6 or 7 of the year. I know that's probably different for you, but can you think of a couple others that would have been when you thought, is Ballerina the best movie of the year? What were you comparing it to? Or am I putting you on the spot?
I don't think anything, because I just haven't seen as much as you. So I've seen a
Okay.
lot of older movies, but I don't think, like, I still need to see Novocaine. I need to see Companion, because we're Jack Quaid fans. And I just haven't seen a lot of the new stuff because I keep hearing how bad it is.
Yeah. Well, Novocaine and Companion, great movies. Definitely.
I mean,
recommend.
I did see Captain America, Brave New World, that I thought was okay. I saw
It was okay.
Thunderbolts, which was okay. I mean, it's I liked Captain America more than Thunderbolts, but I would not put them on my top 10 list for anything, or top 5 even.
Yeah. Gail says, hey, I watched it in 1979 4 times. Watched Alien. Wow. Yeah. Especially in 1979 for Alien, because you had movies like Star Trek or shows like Star Trek, movies like Star Wars, something like Alien to actually get that intense and like gory, pushing toward horror. That was definitely a pioneering movie. So I could see where I probably would have gone and seen it multiple times. Yeah. Jaws in theater will be great. Yeah, I would love to see Jaws in the theater, but I would rather, like, maybe if there's like one of the smaller theaters that still does, plays everything on film. I think I would rather go do that.
I did get into an argument with somebody where they sat there and they said, "Oh, I saw such and such movie. I'll make up one. I saw Ghostbusters on the big screen for the first time," and I'm like, "You didn't." And it's just like, "Well, what do you mean?" I'm like, "Because you saw it digitally shown. You need to see it on film. That is seeing a movie in a theater. Digital is no different than watching it on your TV screen. It's just on a bigger screen. So I do not consider going to see a digital movie actually seeing the movie, if that makes sense. But I got to get out of that mindset, I guess. So that's just how movies are done.
Yeah, because we're not going back to it, unfortunately. Yeah, there are some theaters out there, and I think Quentin Tarantino owns that theater. I forget what it's called, over in LA, where everything is on whatever millimeter, whatever it is. I forget the number, but
yeah, like 35 or
I think 35 millimeter, right, or something. Yeah, so that would be pretty cool. Jeff was 10 when he saw Jaws in the theater upon its release. It was amazing. Wow. Well, there you go.
Yeah, we're probably the same.
Oh yes, Heart Eyes. Yes, good call, Preminator. I enjoyed Heart Eyes, The Monkey, Warfare, Clown and Cornfield, Until Dawn. Not for me at all. Final Destinations, Ballerina, Novocaine. A lot of good movies this year. There have been a lot. Yes. Drop was also good. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Not necessarily in my top 5, but Drop was good.
Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver was hot in Alien.
Yes.
Yeah, Sigourney Weaver, especially when you get her in her little underwear and the little tight shirt and everything. Yeah, she was a looker. Mr. Bones was cracking. Mr. Bone, Snoochie Boochie's a good sir. How you doing tonight? Companion was good. Agreed. So that being said, there's some other interesting news. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the rights to the franchise are up, and people are bidding on them with the likes of Taylor Sheridan, Jordan Peele. No, don't do that to us. We don't need like Jordan Peele. Oh, his movies suck.
I loved all 3 of them.
Oh, God. And John, the one that you will be most excited about, and I'm sure the one you will root for, and the one I am hoping that gets to direct the next Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, Osgood Perkins.
Oh, really?
Yes. He is in the mix. Yes. Yes.
Wow,
I would
that
love an Osgood Perkins Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
that would be incredibly interesting. That would
Oh,
be
it would be,
awesome.
it would go back to being bloody and gory and violent as they all are, but with a good story. Not like this dog shit Netflix put out a couple years
Oh
ago.
my god, that thing was a piece of crap.
Oh, so bad. So bad. But
So
Osgood
annoying.
Perkins, I am so rooting for Osgood Perkins
Yeah,
to
yeah,
get the
me
next
too.
Texas
I
Chainsaw.
did not know that. That is awesome.
Yes. Ready or Not 2 wrapped filming and is set to be released in April of 2026. Love Ready or Not. Love Samara Weaving. Cannot wait for part 2. Have you seen part 1 yet, John? Ready or Not?
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Man, I expected a little more enthusiasm, sir.
I don't think it's a great film, and unfortunately,
Oh,
it's gone down a little bit because of the Scream movies. So, but it is
wow.
good. I would
Oh,
not turn down watching it again, but it's fine. It's good.
okay. Ready or Not. Absolutely love Ready or Not. Del Toro's Frankenstein and 28 years later, good news from both of those movies. They have both earned an R rating. So we hate PG-13 horror movies. So the fact that Del Toro's Frankenstein, a Frankenstein movie getting an R rating, that's impressive. So Frankenstein and 28 years later, I figured 28 years later would get it, but Frankenstein, that's interesting. And I think the last bit of news to get into, I'll just throw it out there and then we can talk about whatever. We still got to get into our pickups, but Mike Flanagan, somebody you enjoy, his Exorcist movie is
Love
not going to make the expected March 2026 release date because, in his words, he hasn't even started it. So it can't come out next March because he is busy working on Carrie, his good old Stephen King flick, right?
Oh no! Did you say Carrie?
Carrie, yes.
Oh
Mike
no!
Flanagan
The
is
first
doing
Mike
Carrie.
Flanagan film I'm not looking forward to. I
Ooh.
love Mike Flanagan. I love all the TV stuff. I love all the movies. He is the guy to save franchises. I'm sorry, we don't need more Carries
Yeah.
unless you're going to follow the book, which they haven't. Then there is no reason to make this. Because
Well,
apparently, no young girls who are going through puberty went to go see the last one.
is Mike Flanagan, in your opinion, a book follower?
Yes. Well, yeah, because he did Doctor Sleep, where he combined the movies and the books. He did yeah, I mean he saves movies. I mean
So
his
maybe
stuff is
maybe we get a good Carrie.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm hoping, but it's just I never wanted
Yeah, I
them to
know.
do a Carrie
I know.
again.
I don't want it either, but it's happening. So at least it's a good director.
Yeah, that's true.
So his Exorcist movie, the next Exorcist, the follow-up to Believer, is going to be probably at least 2027 before
By
we see
that point, who cares?
Well, I mean, we
Unless
waited.
it's completely removed from Believer and
Well,
it's
and
their
I
own
hope
two
it is.
movies.
I hope it is. We don't want a true follow-up. We don't want a sequel to Believer. We need to unfuck that franchise and make something good. So, but yeah, I don't know what we're gonna get, but I think it's gonna be good
Maybe
because of his
distance
involvement.
is best, you
Oh
know.
yeah. Well, I
Put
mean,
put some
shit.
distance from the screen.
If we can wait from what 1984 until 1998 or whatever it was for Star Wars movies, we can wait. I mean, maybe it wasn't 98 when first.
But there was stuff in between that, like the animated stuff and books and comic books and all that type of stuff.
I
So.
don't give a shit about animation, John.
Star Wars fans do.
They can suck it. I kid.
I kid.
But
I
anyways,
kid.
I'm saying between movies, we can wait a little while. We'll be all right. I got a question for you. I'll tell you something here. Hang on a second.
Wait, no. Oh, the language on you. You blow your father with that mouth? Oh.
I don't know if you hear that or not. They could hear it. I'm not sure how well you could hear it. But Tony Soprano's here and he says, "Oh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Forget about it. What are you gonna do? Forget about it." So I thought you were dead. I thought I thought the guy with the jacket with the the jacket. I thought the guy with the jacket came out of the bathroom with the members only jacket, and I thought he put a slug in your head, and that ruined. They got like blood all over the onion rings, and so AJ probably threw a hissy fit. God damn it! I can't even have onion rings because he's a little spoiled brat. And then Meadow went on, and she became the consigliere for the soprano for the jury.
Actually, she went on to date what's his name, Bucket or whatever his name is from Entourage.
That is a show I've never seen because I just
and she does play. She plays herself. So, but everybody calls her Willow Soprano or Meadow Soprano. I'm sorry.
So she's in that show as herself, but
yeah,
they jokingly call her Meadow.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I think John Travolta will be in that new Carrie. No.
Oh God, I hope not. No.
Yeah. He's probably too busy flying gigantic airplanes from Scientology compound to Scientology compound. That's probably
so.
Doing. Let's see here. Yeah, Miss
yes,
Moe,
Turtle.
Thank you.
Turtle is the guy's name. Yes, not Bucket. Turtle from Entourage.
Okay. Everybody, if you would hit those thumbs up button, like the good Mr. Bones requests, would appreciate that. The members only jacket, the jacket. That's not the jacket. I just like saying the jacket.
No idea what you're talking about.
Sopranos, man.
I've seen the show once and I hated that last season.
Jacket.
Game of Thrones.
The jacket.
Or Dexter.
Mark, who still has velour tracksuits? This guy. So I don't have a members only jacket. I should probably get one, but I do have the gangster velour tracksuit to go jump into pools in.
Oh, sweet God.
Oh man, John, no yawning, sir. You know yawning. Getting old. You're getting old, Mr. John.
I am.
We when I went out there to take John the computer, we went to Zia Records again. Last week we had like 75,000 pickups, and oops, we did it again. But not quite as many as last week. But we got some pickups and some good shit. Did we not, John?
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. For basically like a day and a half or half a day or whatever it was. Yeah, I guess like a day and a half. We did a lot of stuff.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, we did. We definitely got our bang for our buck for that. Yeah, like just very short trip out to Zia. Zia. That is correct, Mr. Bones. Your dad has a gray members only jacket from the 90s. Decent. Sean misses Tales from the Crypt on HBO. Yeah, there you go, man. Back in the day, good stuff right there, man. Yeah. So John, you picked up and I surprisingly about the same amount of movies, did we not?
Yeah, I think you're one or two off, but yeah, more or less the same.
So I'll go first then.
Okay.
Since I think I have one or two more. But I picked this up. It was in the clearance bin, and Sick Nurses, because look at that. That looks awesome. I don't know if it's going to be awesome, but that looks awesome. You got an Asian flick about sick nurses. You got blood. You got like a scalpel thing there, and one girl kind of like laying on another girl or something. I don't know what's going on there, but it looks badass. So Sick Nurses, definitely excited to check that out. It was like $1.99 in the clearance bin. So there you go.
Why not?
Have you seen it, John?
I have not. I've never heard of it or seen the box or anything. So that's the first time for me.
Nice. Yeah, neither had I. So
Yeah.
that's one that I'll be watching very soon. So what do you got over there, sir?
And then this is one that you pointed out to me because you got it last time. So thank you for pointing this out to me because it was only $10, which I think yours was, and that is Abigail.
Very nice.
And it's got its slip cover there, so which is nice.
Yes.
For $10. So can't complain about that.
Yeah, definitely one to put in the collection. That is for sure.
Yeah,
So,
and I've never seen it. I still have not seen Abigail. Abigail. Yeah.
Wow. Well, hopefully you enjoy it.
Yeah. I'll watch it at some point.
Speaking of Osgood Perkins, how about a little Anthony Perkins action here in Edge of Sanity? Look at that. It's great artwork right there too. And I failed because I've never seen this, but it was there, and this was also in the clearance bin for either $1.99 or $2.99, something like that. So Anthony Perkins for a couple bucks. You got to, right? You got to.
Yeah, that's a good flick. It's like Jekyll and Hyde. So he plays both roles, which is cool.
Nice.
This is one also that you pointed out to me, so I picked it up after I read the back where it says the vicious creature that's out to hunt them. So I thought, okay, so that's hypothermia.
Oh, yes.
And that's got Michael Rooker in it. So
love Michael Rooker.
And it looks like it has the creature might be right there because it's got like a ton of teeth. So maybe that's the creature. But yeah, I'll give it a shot. Why not? You know?
Yeah. Well, you do like Blood on Snow.
Oh, there's nothing better than Blood on Snow. Nothing. Love Blood on Snow. Unless you have a flamethrower with Blood on Snow. There we go.
Oh, there you go. That's pretty good. Yes. And then Sinister 2. I own Sinister. I've been looking for Sinister 2. I couldn't find it on Blu-ray anywhere. So I finally said, screw it. This was like $5. So I picked up Sinister 2 on DVD, which I enjoy both. The first one is way better than the second one, but still worth a watch, I think. So, and have you seen both the Sinister movies, John?
Yes, I enjoyed them quite a bit.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, I like Sinister.
Yeah. This one was I don't know. I bought it because the cover looks good, and I didn't mind what the story was. So, and some of these were really cheap. Yeah, they were like $1.99, maybe 99 cents, $2.99. So I figured, why not? And that is Ghost Machine. Have no idea what Ghost Machine is. It sounds like maybe it's kind of like that they're trapped somewhere and there's some creature. I don't know. I don't. But the back sounded good, so I figured, why not? It will be one that I'm either going to like or not. So 50-50.
Yeah. You're either going to like it or you're not going to like it. There you go.
Yeah.
Gail says Dead Snow. Great movie.
Yeah, that is a good movie. Yeah.
1 and 2, right?
I've never seen part 2.
Ooh. John, does blood bounce on ice? I don't know if this is a trick question. House of G-Fam, do you know the answer to this? Because I don't. I feel like it might be a trick question. Do you, John?
No, I think it soaks into snow and spreads out.
Well, that's what I would think. It would be like if you poured, like when you get like a slushy or something, or a shave ice. You go to Hawaii and you get a shave ice,
like
and they squirt it in, it goes down and spreads. But now, if it's on ice, House of G-Fam says on ice, I would think maybe depending on how fast, how much, it may splatter. Blood has a tendency to splatter.
Oh, well, because snow is mostly hard. So, yeah, so when it first hits, it would probably go up a little bit. But it also might be like a snow cone.
That's what I'm saying.
Where they put the different colors in. It doesn't spray. It just soaks in. So maybe at first, if you cut off a head, then the blood would probably go down and maybe hit, and then it would soak in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think it's on Tubi. What are we Dead Snow? Dead Snow's on Tubi? Well, very nice. Hypothermia is pretty decent. Well, there you go, John.
All right, cool. Thank you.
OGB, what's your thoughts on what happened in LA with the ICE riots? Wicked Network, that is a very good question, and one that I've intentionally avoided John and I talked about that before we came on. We're talking horror movies, and I don't want to get too much into politics and stuff. But all I want to say, and I'll say about less than a minute, and then John, if you want to touch on it for a minute, because it is pretty big what's going on in LA right now. I say, if you want to protest, but once it becomes a riot, it's time to go home. And if you're there during a riot and the cops beat you up, I have no sympathy for you. If you're there in a riot and there's fire and things going on and cops' lives are in danger, I think the cops should have every right to defend themselves. I support the police. I support law and order. And that's all I want to say about it. If it's a riot, go home. So that's it. John, you got anything you want to say about that?
I'll make it short too. I think it's disgusting when people attack businesses, especially kind of like with Rodney King. It's they're with these ones that take place in LA, they're not going to Beverly Hills to do anything. No, instead they attack Hispanic owned businesses, or at least run businesses. They spray painted, they destroyed windows, they looted, they let things on fire. And it's once again, if you're going to be standing on top of a car and everything's burning in the background with smoke and you got a mask on and you're holding a Mexican flag, go to Mexico.
Yeah,
go to Mexico. And it is amazing to me of that I used to be to the left. The more they do this stuff, the more I'm to the right. So I think it's disgusting when you hurt other people's businesses. Or there was a guy, and I left a message with you. I saw a video. There was a guy just on the side of the road hucking rocks at people's cars. These are people, just regular people trying to get home.
Yeah.
And so I wish something happened to this guy. Why are you hurting people who may support you who don't now?
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny I got excited when you mentioned Beverly Hills, because there was a huge event in Beverly Hills today, a rally with thousands and thousands of American flag people and patriotic people out there who were condemning what was going on in downtown LA. So I was very happy to see that the Patriots came out to say, hey, not all of us are idiots like the people burning shit over there.
Yeah.
So did you guys think the ending of Bring Her Back felt rushed? I liked the movie, but the ending was abrupt. So Prebinator, I didn't like the movie at all. I thought the whole thing was boring as shit. And then the end, it wasn't a good enough payoff. So I did not like the ending. I was hoping for more. Rushed, maybe, because it did. Like the conclusion, it's like, okay, now this is happening and movie's over. So yeah, it was kind of rushed, but I think the whole movie had a lot of problems.
I thought the ending was great because I've never seen it.
No, well, there you go. I was going to say, John, you haven't seen it. Kevin, what's up, Kevin Hampton? I finally watched Sisu. Nice. First 75% was really good. Last 25% was like watching over the top Mission Impossible nonsense.
Nonsense. Nonsense.
I love it. Oh, that's hilarious.
You could have just said over the top Mission Impossible, but you had to add in nonsense, huh?
So Sisu is great. I really enjoy Sisu, but yeah, at the end, it does get a little far-fetched, kind of, chaotic stuff. But I think Sisu, man, that craziness at the end, I think it made it fun. But I understand where you're coming from. John, have you seen Sisu?
No, I know of it. I saw a trailer for it. I do want to see it, but I haven't watched it yet.
Very good. Very good. Next stop we hit was the music. Oh, yeah, that's right. Next stop it doesn't say next shop, next something. We hit the music shop. It only took one brick to make that window drop. He's quoting Sublime there. From the riots. I think is that song called 1992 or something? The riots sound like a dystopian movie. It is. It's just crazy. And last thing I'll say on it is we have riots in California a lot. They have riots in New York a lot. think about the gun laws. They don't riot and do this shit in Texas because people have guns in Texas. And if you throw a brick through my window in Texas, I'll put a bullet in your head. In California, I don't have a gun to do that. So these cowards that are out there rioting because they know they can take advantage of these innocent, defenseless people. So it's a shame. If it's 40 below, blood freezes before it hits the ground. Well, there you go, Gail.
Okay.
So I think it would go like tink, 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 tink. Oh man. Preminator love the skull shirt. Well, thank you. Yeah, I have like 6 or 7 of these type of shirts that I rotate for this show, but I really I am a fan of this. I love the skull look with the orangish reddish kind of sleeves. But thank you. OGP, will you go to Mother movie with Wet Movie 1? I don't know what Mother is. Is there a movie called Mother coming out? I don't know how much I'm going to be doing with Wet Movie 1, especially because Wet Movie 1 lives in LA. I'm not going to LA anytime soon. I like my windows on my cars, so I don't plan on seeing Wet Movie 1 anytime soon. And I hope Wet Movie 1 and all my friends in LA stay safe. Kurt Russell was yelling at a National Guards about 10 amendment. The
10th Amendment?
I don't know. But Kurt Russell was yelling at National Guards. Yeah, I hope, man, you can't go make a movie like Escape from LA and then actually be a part of the riots, can you? I guess you can.
Well, no, Kurt Russell's a conservative, isn't he?
I
don't know what Wyatt is. I have no idea what Wyatt is, but
to all the
like
legends,
you always
I bid you
say,
good night.
less you know.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, the less I know about actors, usually the more I like them. Yes. To all the legends, I bid you good night. Well, Gail, have yourself a good night.
Oh, have a good night, Gail.
And take care of yourself. Get some rest. Hopefully, you're able to sleep through the night now, and that medicine has stopped waking you up at 3 a.m. You meant another at some point down the road, I'm sure. I love Wet One, and I can't wait to go hang out with him again. So, some point down the road, I will go hang out with Wet Movie One again. I'm just waiting until all this stuff blows over first. Your gun laws in California are a joke. Jeff, I agree wholeheartedly, 100%. It's a Danzig movie? Huh? What?
Based on the song Mother?
Oh, no. Really? I think he's kidding. Sean's got to be kidding. He's got to be kidding. Look here. He says LOL. So, yeah. What movie are you going to see this week? I'm going to see Mother. But the children are not to go because they're not allowed to look at the screen. Where do you live? San Diego? David, I live out in Riverside County in an undisclosed portion of Riverside County. But I live east of Los Angeles. I used to live in San Diego, about half my life down there, half my life up here. But I have no desire to live in any big city ever again. I don't like traffic and I don't like big cities, but would definitely, if I had to, would San Diego 10 times over before LA because of the chaos and the traffic. If LA ever puts it together, LA could be a beautiful, wonderful city, but man, it's a disaster right now. He said Kurt's son, Wyatt Russell. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That Kurt's a conservative, but I don't know what Wyatt is.
Oh, yeah. Well, if he's out there throwing rocks at cops, you get what you get. Yeah. Nick B, you're not a fan of Gavin Newsom, are you? No. Gavin Newsom, Nancy Pelosi, and what's his name? The shithead senator, Adam Schiff. I don't like them at all. They're letting California burn. So I'm not a fan of them. And hopefully when the presidential election comes up, if Gavin Newsom throws his hat in the ring, I hope everybody remembers all the fires. I hope everybody remembers what's going on right now. I hope everybody remembers all the crime and homelessness and everything bad that's happening in California, because it is not a good place to live anymore. California used to be a great state. Now it's pretty rough out here.
And I went to school with Gavin Newsom, so I used to know him. He was a grade up from me. So we went to Redwood High School together. So
Yeah, not a fan. Not a fan. Would you ever consider moving to Texas, Kevin? If my wife would let me, I'd move to Texas like next week.
What
But
would I do?
yes,
I would be so alone, man.
you could move to Texas too, and I'm sure you could find a job out there as well. So, but no, no, believe me, I am and have been ready. But because of my niece being in California, it's unfortunately not happening right now. My brother moved to Texas, and I'm jealous. Fluffy moved to Texas, and I am jealous. Robert C. and um, Wicked Network are in Texas. Who else? Justin's in Texas. So many legends are out in Texas, and I wish I would join them. Let's see here. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. Charlotte is a beautiful city, I love how it's like I just remember like driving through Charlotte a couple times. I'm like, oh, it's like forest. Holy shit! Here's a big city. Forest. Like that city went by quick. But I don't know what Charlotte's really like. I've just driven through there a couple times, but cool city. I like what I saw. Antonis doesn't like big cities. Oh, we got it. We're off track. My bad. We got pickups to finish.
We are very off tracks.
Yeah.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
The good news is we're only an hour and 26 minutes into the stream, so we've still got plenty of time. So everybody, I apologize if I miss a couple of your comments, but we do need to get through these, or we will be here all night. And John and I both have to get up and do some stuff tomorrow. I'm going to show these both together. You can elaborate on them more because you know more about them, John. But I saw one of these, and you said, "Oh, that's like the sequel to the other one," and you went and picked up the other one. And so I bought them both. These were both $3.99 a piece. And they both have the 3D glasses with them. So, John, will you enlighten me about these movies a little bit?
When I lived in Pasadena, there was a dollar theater, and one night it was playing Night of the Living Dead 3D. And I thought it was just a black and white one. I had no idea until later. So that Night of Living Dead 3D is a remake, because at the time Night of Living Dead was still public domain, which for the most part it is. It does have Sid Haig. It is their own version of the movie, and I enjoyed it. I liked it. It takes place primarily on a pot farm, but and then the other one there, Night of Living Dead, I think it's Reanimation, is a prequel. And I guess they could not get back Sid Haig, so it's Jeffrey Combs and the Wishmaster, and it takes place at like a graveyard mortuary, and it's how Night of the Living Dead started. So when we see the graveyard zombie in the black and white movie, this kind of explains where it came from. I enjoyed both. I liked the Night of the Living Dead 3D better. But I enjoyed them both. I'm a huge Night of the Living Dead fan, and or just zombie fan in general. So I liked both.
Nice. I'm excited. I may watch one of those tonight after we're done, because I am excited to check those out.
Yeah, better to watch Night of the Living Dead 3D first. So,
okay,
and then go watch the prequel.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Liv, what's up, Liv? How you doing?
Hey.
Hopefully doing well tonight. Would you guys live in New York? Yes or no? Love it here. Mario, I do. I love New York City. I don't think I could live there, but I do love New York City. I love so much culture and food and art and different things going on. It is an amazing city, but I think I would rather visit than live. Would you live in New York, John?
No, I like owning a car.
I'll tell you, that is actually one of the perks that would make me want to live in New York, is that I wouldn't have to pay car insurance or registration or car payments or gas. You just get a subway pass and go. And I love it. 24/7. You can be drunk on a subway. You can't be drunk on your car.
Well, I could be drunk on my car. It's just not best to drive the car.
Not best to be drunk on your car while it's in motion.
Yes.
Yeah. I haven't seen that new film, Dangerous Animals, yet. The killer shark film. OGP and John, you guys seen it.
Not yet.
I am not the biggest monster movie fan. I saw that it was coming out and I was like, I'm good. I'm good. So I don't know. I don't know if anybody else has seen it. Be
Maybe later. Yeah.
curious to
Some
hear.
point.
So, okay. What do you got over there, sir? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got?
I have one of the most disappointing movies I have ever seen. You liked it more than me, but
Oh.
I'm very disappointed in this. And I bought this because it reminded me of A Quiet Place and that film with Captain America in it, where they're Altitude, I think it's called, with the monsters.
Yeah.
So, and it's this one. How do you say it? Arcadian? Nicolas Cage, Arcadian?
Yeah.
So disappointed. So nothing happens until like the last 10
disappointed.
minutes. So disappointed. Wow, was I? This movie really should say like featuring Nicolas Cage. I mean,
Right. Yeah.
He's in the movie for what was it, like 20 minutes?
Oh, he's there, but he's just sleeping.
Yeah, he's like passed out, and I'm sorry, equal measures of terror and suspense. Once again, what movie were you watching? I mean,
yeah,
the film's about the two kids, about his sons.
Yeah.
Oh my God, was this disappointing? God, it will sit right there in my Nicolas Cage collection because it has Nicolas Cage. Otherwise, I would sell it.
So I rated it like a 2.5 out of 5, right down the middle, because production value was there, effects were there. When the shit was hitting the fan, it was pretty good. People that I wanted to die died, and I got resolution. It just took a long, funky road to get there. And Nicolas Cage not being in it as much as we expected was disappointing. So I put it right down the middle. It was put together well, but the story sucked. So that's why I gave it 2.5. What was your rating?
I think it was 2.
I think that's, it sounds right. You were like right below me. Yeah, that's a bummer. Man, Nicolas Cage has done a lot of hit or miss movies, man. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Forget about it. I bought this movie, Scare B&B, just because like Airbnb, you got Scare B&B. So the idea of somebody renting a house that somebody else owns, there's so many things you can do. And I think of 13 cameras, 14 cameras, 15, or is it 12, 13, 14, whatever it is. But you guys know what I'm talking about, right? The 13 cameras movies. Have you seen those, John?
No.
Oh, so good. So good. Oh, so good. So good. So anyways, in those 13 cameras, there's 3 of them. You have a guy, a freaking creep, who owns Airbnbs or manages Airbnbs, whatever, but he puts secret video cameras all over them and watches the people. And then he breaks in and does things and stuff. Ooh, they're good. So anyways, Airbnb movies, I thought, that has potential to be a lot of fun. And this was in the clearance bin for a couple dollars. So why not? And look at that. Looks like this chick is about to meet her maker, maybe, is what the artwork looks like. So,
okay.
Anyway, yeah. You see,
Okay. So what else do I have here? I have this is one I've wanted to pick up for a while, but it's been expensive, and that is Time Crimes. So it's a slasher that goes through time, killing people, and I think a cop is following him.
Okay.
So it's kind of got a sci-fi but horror type of thing to it.
That's cool.
Yeah, I've heard it's very good, but haven't seen it. So
nice.
Yeah.
Was that one from the clearance bin also? Do you remember?
I think so. I think.
Shame on us for getting all antsy and taking all our stickers off before doing the pickup videos.
I know.
But the beauty of it was at Zia Records this time, they had not 1, but 2 horror movie clearance bins. And John and I walk in, and it's like, ooh, you go to that one, I'll go to this one. And here we are walking away. Before I even started looking at my list, I had to go get a basket for all the movies I had in my hand.
Yes.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Love going to Z Records when they have the clearance bins. This is another one I pulled out of the clearance bin. It says the most believable vampire flick I have ever seen, says someone who works for the Chicago or worked for the Chicago Tribune. Playboy says grabs you by the throat, which is better than something else you could envision somebody getting grabbed by in Playboy. But it's called Habit.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay. I have not heard or heard of this or seen this. Autumn in New York, alone on the rebound, Sam finds solace in the arms of Anna, a stranger who draws him away from his friends into a web of addiction and madness. Whoop, 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 whoop. Habit, right there. I got a Habit, man. Have you ever been to a Habit restaurant, John?
No,
Habit,
the burger place. No,
Yeah.
there's one not too far away from me, but no, I haven't been to one.
They used to be really great. They started in the Central Coast of California, Santa Barbara up into San Luis Obispo. They started up in there and then started moving their way down into LA. Now they're just blowing up everywhere. Anyways, I don't know why I think of that, but I do like Habit burgers, and hopefully I like this movie.
There you go. Well, it's got a good director on it, so I've enjoyed his other films.
Nice.
This one is I've seen it once, and I don't know why I picked it up. I think you did too. But it's J horror. So it's One Missed Call.
Yeah,
I think both of us were picking up some Asian horror there.
I was One Missed Call was in my hand, and the copy that I want to get on Blu-ray, and the copy they had on Blu-ray was all beat up, so I put it back. I did not buy it, but I want it on my list.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this to me, I have no problem buying on DVD. It's just like, yeah, I know it's bad, so but why not?
But if they have it on Blu-ray, I would rather hold out, and just personal preference. From the creators of Freeway, which is a very weird correlation, comes Modern Vampires. Casper
because it's
Van
the same
Dien.
director.
Okay, but yeah, I get it. But it's like, from the director of Jaws comes Teletubbies. I mean, it's not that extreme of a difference, but I kid. But anyway,
I would say from the director of Jaws comes Close Encounters. They're two different things, but
but it's a vampire flick, apparently. With the cast was intriguing: Kim Cattrall, Craig Ferguson, Natasha Lyonne, and Casper Van Dien. So it looks like it might be fun. That's all I'm hoping
it's good.
for.
It's Richard Elfman. It's a fun vampire movie.
Oh yeah, that's right. You said Richard Elfman. Yeah,
Danny Elfman's brother.
Yeah. This is the special director's cut.
It's a good one.
Nice.
All right, so this is my last horror film, and it's last on purpose.
Ooh. Oh.
I made it through. Well, I started falling asleep, so I'm going to finish it tonight. I made it through. The reason why I wasn't allowed in that room was the damn patriarchy. And there, when I saw this, I just went, fucking done.
I'm a believer.
Patriarchy up to me. I bought it because it's $8. I bought it because it's DVD. I bought it because I'm a completist. My other Exorcist movies are also all on DVD. I bought The Exorcist Believer.
Ooh. Naughty. Do you have buyer's remorse?
No, I don't, only because it was $8. And it's funny is I told you I was looking through the double feature section that they had, and for some reason this was in it. And I thought, oh, maybe I should buy that. And I went, no, fuck no. And so I just stuck it back where it was. But then when we went back, that was, which was like a week or so ago, there it was in the same spot, which shows that the people who work there are doing their jobs. And so I went, well, you know what? Maybe it's telling me to buy it. So I picked it up. It's got some special features on it, but I got to tell you, man, David Gordon Green, dude, just stick with Danny McBride and make your comedies.
There you
This
go.
is, and you had told me like the first hour was fine. It was okay. It was like well made. It looks good. Yeah, I don't understand the beginning of it. With the pregnant wife and they had to do the C-section and it serves no purpose to the whole movie. I hate that the friends are one is white, one is black. Okay, now we're going towards two different people, and then of course they have to bring in every friggin' religion to do the exorcism, which would never happen.
Yeah.
It's God, do I hate this film? I mean, it is,
And yet you spent $8 on it.
and I told you this. Ellen Burstyn for the first movie, she basically had to be conned into doing this film by giving her money to a charity. And she talks about the patriarchy of why she wasn't allowed to go into the room in the first Exorcist movie. You know what, you idiot? It's because you're not an exorcist. You know why? Because you're her mother and you might have an emotional problem with this.
Yeah.
And so they didn't allow her in the room. So what does she do in this? She goes into the room and gets both of her eyes gouged out with a crucifix.
John,
So
spoiler alert.
I don't care. And especially for
It's
this.
okay.
So it's
I
like, you
forgive.
stupid idiot. This is why the patriarchy didn't allow you in the damn room, you moron. And I'm glad you got your eyes gouged out.
No
I'm
spoilers,
censoring
John.
myself right now.
Oh, I don't know where that came from.
Oh,
No spoilers, John.
sorry, Tom. Sorry. God, do I hate this movie.
That's funny. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. So Mr. Bone said, John, is that the OG or American remake of One Missed Call?
Oh, the American one. The one that's awful.
Liv says she's only been to one Zia Records while on vacation in Phoenix,
Yes.
but I spent most of my time there digging through the discount Blu-rays. I could spend the entire day in a place like that. And Liv, believe me when I say John and I do. We go.
Yeah.
And Matt has been there with us. Greg has been there with us, and they get bored off of their asses waiting for us to get done. But we go through. You have to, and this is the beauty of the things that you can't do online. You can't do this at Walmart when half the shit's behind glass. You can't pick up the movie and look at it and read it and see who's in it and decide if you want it. So at a place like Zia, you get to go through thousands of titles that you may have never heard of and find something fun to watch. So that's the beauty of a place like Zia. Absolutely love Zia Records.
Yeah.
So, and how about a spoiler alert for me showing my next pickup here? Captain
Spoilers.
Kronos, Vampire Hunter.
Great movie from Hammer Films.
Somebody was recommending this to me a while back, and I saw it. I thought I'd pick it up. I don't remember who recommended it, but yeah, classic. What is this, like 74, 72, something like that?
Yeah,
Way
it's
back in the day, right?
70s. It's one of the ones that kind of ended the Hammer kind of studios thing. So
yeah, and that's the thing. When nowadays people want the instant gratification, you want the John Wick movies where it's action. Hammer movies, yeah, man, slow burns, but a lot of good stuff back then.
And that one has Caroline Munro in it, who was absolutely gorgeous. I mean, she was even a Bond girl and all that stuff. So she's beautiful. Adam Ant dated her. So there we go.
Nice.
So I'm next. Yeah. So now we have some science fiction. Sorry, guys, we're moving from horror to science fiction. So I did pick up, and this is going to go into my comic book type of collection that I have, or superhero movies, and I did pick up the Power Rangers, the newest movie that they have.
I can't tilt my head any further. Side. I'm doing the dog like said head sideways. What the fuck?
Or Stewie would do the
Oh yeah. So what, that one came out about 6, 7, 8 years ago, something like that.
I'll quickly try to find it.
Or has there been a new one since
2017.
Okay, so I remember seeing that in theaters with my kids, and I did not hate it. It was an okay movie. Power Rangers, nothing I'm ever going to own, but that's the only Power Rangers thing I've ever seen in my life, and I was like, this is okay. This is okay.
I used to watch some of them. I was a production assistant. I worked on the original ones with the hot pink Ranger. So
nice. On the TV show?
On the TV show, yeah.
Oh, now, so I wonder. Well, no, I don't know if they were in the original one or whatever. But the triplets, the DiFilippo triplets, who are friends. I wonder if you ever got to meet them. I don't remember which. I think they were in like second or third or season or whatever.
I'm not sure. I worked in Burbank for a company called Stargate Films, and I would go back and forth between the set and the studio and dropping off scripts or things like that, props or whatever they were making, whatever they were doing.
Okay. Yeah, the DiFilippo triplets were the gold Power Ranger. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Liv says Caroline Monroe is a total babe for sure.
Good for you.
Yes. Captain Kronos is great. Monroe beyond stunning in it. Well, there you go. John, you are not being debated. You are not being debated. Wet Movie 1 has hung with the triplets, and Cody knows them. Mr. Bones, I have hung with the triplets. I have, where is their on? I gave away on this here channel. They signed something for me, and I did a giveaway from them on this channel, and I have their autograph somewhere around here. I don't remember which wall it's on, but I have their autograph. I did a video with them as well. Great dudes. They wanted to go golfing with me, and they wanted me to go play poker with them, but I live so far away. So yeah, Cody managed, past tense, managed them, helping them get gigs and stuff. But there was some things going on or whatever. So I don't know. I think they're kind of out of the whole like convention circuit and stuff now, I believe. So Kimberly, the pink Power Ranger, was everything to me when I was little. Well, there you go. Yeah. Yes. I could see that. Yes. Cody's House of Geek managed them or something. Yes, he did. So check this out. John, you had a great Blu-ray pickup in Abigail there. There's a Blu-ray pickup that I've been waiting for a while that I've not been able to find for less than $20. And finally, bam, When Evil Lurks. Oh, it's used, but it was like $10.99. So $11 for When Evil Lurks. This movie is phenomenal. If you have not seen this, you need to. It's at times a bit of a slow burn, but oh my God, is this movie jacked up. It is so good. And the director, I'm going to butcher his name, but it's Damien Rugna, I think. He's Argentinian. He also did the movie Terrified with the D on the end, which is way better than any of those Terrifier movies. Terrified.
Oh, how dare you?
You have not seen Terrified, sir. You have not.
And now
seen it.
I won't.
Well, F you too. No, it is. Terrified is a phenomenal movie, and it is absolutely, if you are a horror movie fan and you like horror movies, these are horror. Terrified is a goofy slasher. This is horror. This is make you cringe, goofy, give you nightmares kind of shit. So When Evil Lurks, and there's kids in this. Whoa, 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 whoa. So the people that go, bring her back is so scary because there's kids in it. Yeah, there's kids in this too. Wha-bam!
Hey, there were kids in Terrifier 3.
Yeah. And
Yep. One of the best scenes in the movie.
What I'm saying about that is it doesn't impress me. That don't impress me much.
All right. So what I have here is this is kind of on the same lines as Event Horizon, but not nearly as good. I did watch it last night, and it is a very strange movie because there's a lot of sex in it and takes place in space. That is Supernova.
Ooh.
And that has one of my favorite actors, James Spader, in it. It also has Angela Bassett, and it's got some other people in it too. This is the never before seen R-rated version. It is a very weird movie where everybody is talking about sex. Everybody is having sex. Even when they at the end of the movie, when they leave, they are planning on having sex. It is a very strange sexual movie, and I don't know why. It's only 90 minutes, so I think they probably cut about a good 30 minutes of this movie out because it barely makes sense. But they left in all the sex stuff.
Funny.
And there is nudity for those who want to
know. There you go. If that is a priority for you, it's got it.
Yes. So, but it is one that I've wanted to pick up for a while. So there you go.
Yeah. Yes, like Emerald. Bam. Bam. Decent. Liv says, When Evil Lurks was superb. Still have to see Terrified. Terrified is, I think that's the movie he made right before When Evil Lurks, and it's phenomenal. It is phenomenal. You'll love it. So glad you enjoyed When Evil Lurks. So it's an amazing movie. It's out there. You can watch it streaming somewhere. I think for free now. Boom. Look at this. Student Bodies. This, I remember being hysterical. Justin told me about this, and we watched it over at Matt's house a few years ago. And when I saw it there, I went, no way. It was $12.99, but I used my points, and she gave me half off of this movie. So I paid like $6.50 for Student Bodies on Blu-ray. I'm very happy about that. A very hysterical movie. Film. And this is pretty old too, right? Is this 81?
Oh, that's like 82. Yeah.
So definitely got that 80s vibe to it. So you're looking for something hysterical to watch, and you haven't seen Student Bodies, definitely recommend it. 13 and a half murders, 1,423 laughs. That's a good amount of laughs.
It is.
The laugh count begins. There you go.
It is very funny. And since it came out in 1981, think about barely any slasher movies came out from that. Halloween, Friday the 13th. We barely had any, Black Christmas. We barely had any. So that was like a spoof of barely any slasher movies, where today they'd be spoofing like 500. But back then, so that it really works well as a comedy and a slasher film.
Yeah. Jeff says Student Bodies is a classic old school from VHS days. Yep. And When Evil Lurks is a nice surprise. Loved it. Very good. Liv says Spader loves being in sexy movies. Really enjoys Secretary.
Yeah. I'm a huge James Spader fan from Tough Turf on.
He likes to make a sexy time. Ghostface, what up, Ghostface? How you doing? You guys watch Sinners? I have not seen Sinners yet. I am waiting for streaming. It's just too long for me in the theater for what it's. And now everybody says it's great. The scores are great, so I'm definitely going to be watching it. But I'm waiting for it to come on streaming. So, John, I think you're up, right?
Oh, this is one that if you haven't seen it, I think you should go live on Mars. And that is The Great. And I'm so glad we never got a sequel to this, even though they talked about it for years. This has one of the best cast in a film ever put out.
What?
And that is The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension.
Apparently, I got to go live on Mars.
Oh, do you not like it, or have you not seen it?
I've not seen it. Do I have
My God, this is a great movie. John Lithgow is in it. He plays John Boutte. And it's just this cast alone: Peter Weller, John Lithgow, Ellen Barkin, Christopher Lloyd, Jeff Goldblum. It's got every friggin' person in it.
It's got Jeff Goldblum in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's him right there. He's the cowboy.
That is great. Maybe I have seen it. I don't know, but I don't remember.
It is brilliant. It is such a great movie, and I'm surprised I haven't picked it up yet. But very happy with Buckaroo Banzai.
Nice. I bought this movie right here, and I will watch this movie right here sometime. And I bought this movie because you recommended that I buy the eye.
Oh, I see where you were going.
You see what I was doing there?
I see where you were going.
Do you see where I was going with the eye? As opposed to The Eye of the Tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. This is not. There's no thrill of a fight in this, although it might be a thrilling fight in here. I don't know, John. I've never seen The Eye. Jessica Alba. She's a great actress. Been in a lot of good stuff. I think her best work was wasn't she in something with
Into the Blue is her best movie.
wasn't she in something with Pauly Shore?
Oh, sweet Jesus! I would not know that. No, I don't. I don't know.
Who was the girl? What's the one? Biodome. Was she the one in Biodome?
I don't think
Was
so.
Jessica Alba? Who was the girl in Biodome?
I would say that any film that she's in with a bikini is probably her best movie.
Let's see. Biodome. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say
I'm sorry, have you seen Into the Blue? If you haven't, you should go live on Mars.
Into the Blue.
That's with Paul Walker. He was on fire in that movie. What?
Into the Blue. I don't know the movie. I don't. I was trying to think if I've seen it, but I don't know it. Top cast. I'm not seeing who isn't there. Kevin West, Kylie Minogue, Stephen Baldwin, Teresa Hill. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's somebody else. I thought, what movie is she? She's in a movie. I can't remember. Anyways,
I mean, she's in Sin City 1 and 2. I mean, she's in a ton of stuff. She was in Dark Angel, the TV series from James Cameron. She pretty much stopped acting because the only role she got was her in bikinis or on a strip bar or like a strip pole. So she now has like some show on like QVC or one of those shows that she's done very well in. So she found her niche on TV. Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny. I'm gonna scroll back and see if I can figure out what it was. It would have been something way back in the day. She was in Idle Hands.
Yeah, where she literally played an angel. Oh my God, how dare you?
I kid. Oh, like she literally played an angel, like Dark Angel?
No, she was dressed up as an angel because they go to a Halloween party and she's dressed like an angel. So she is literally an angel in that movie. She is so gorgeous in that film.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking of. I don't know what I'm thinking of. That she was in it. That was kind of goofy or whatever. I don't see it. But anyways, The Eye, not of the tiger.
That's correct.
John,
and not of the beholder. Michael Crichton, been picking up some of his stuff thanks to Mr. Sunday Movies. So I decided to pick up some other things, and I picked up a film directed by Michael Crichton called The Andromeda Strain, based on his book.
Oh, Andromeda Strain. Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah.
They did a TV remake of it, but this is the original from the 70s.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think he directed it. Am I correct on that? No, he did not. No, Robert Weiss directed this. The director of The Day the Earth Stood Still, Star Trek The Motion Picture.
Oh, yeah, like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's a great director, Robert Weiss. So, yeah, Crichton wrote it, but Robert Weiss directed it. So,
nice.
There we go.
I got out of the clearance bin another movie called The Hamiltons, and this one is like it says basically your average everyday next door neighbors, and they're good people. They donate and do things in town, except they usually kill people. So it's kind of cool looking. That's like a dead person in a bathtub or something right there. Cool looking artwork. It's only 86 minutes, so if it sucks, it's not that long. So there you go. And it's the After Dark Horror Fest again. So
that's the one that we should have watched instead of what we did watch.
Correct. Oh, we're getting to that, but I put that way down the list because painful memories.
Not for me, but for you, yes. This is one that I remember in the clearance bin. I saw the trailer for it. It was on some movie. It was a trailer that they played. I thought, oh, that looks pretty good. And I know, I remember the actress from other stuff. And that's The Gene Generation.
I don't know. As in gene, as in genetics, as opposed to blue gene generation.
It's Balling, and so it looks like it's the film that inspired, and it's in quotes, the DNA Hacker Chronicles comic book series.
That's all I can say about that is I don't know.
Yeah,
Huh.
I mean, it's I don't know, it looks like an assassin type of movie where she's like, but it looks very kind of dystopian. So maybe she's like a hot chick assassin in a
Hey,
dystopian movie.
maybe, I mean, right after, maybe it might be tough watching that right after watching Ballerina, where you have a badass chick watch another movie with a badass chick. But hopefully it's a good, if you're into badass chicks right now, maybe that's a good one.
Yeah, yeah. I'll have to give it some time though, because I don't want it to, you know,
Yeah.
Ballerina has to still simmer.
Fluffy didn't believe me when I told him I forgot a movie, so I had to go back to Vegas. I did. I bought Pulse last week. I bought Pulse 1 and 2, and I forgot to get part 3. So I had to go back. I had to go back and pick up part 3. So that's really why I was like, man, what is my excuse to get back out to Vegas to go to Zia so I can get Pulse 3? Oh, I know. I'll see if John wants a computer. So there we go. So that was
There
just
we go.
my
The real reason.
yes. So Pulse 3. So now I have 1, 2, and 3 in my collection.
Love the Pulse movies. I love them all. And then those are the American ones for people, if anybody's going to ask. So
yeah.
this is a TV series. I saw the first episode. I thought it sucked because I am a massive fan of this, and found it for like $1.99, all 22 episodes. Why not? Obviously, people thought it sucked too because it didn't go past 22 episodes. I love the Green Hornet. Thank you, Seth Rogen, for ruining that one. But this is Flash Gordon, the complete series from Sci-Fi Channel.
I remember when you picked that up.
I don't know what the heck they were thinking when they did this. I was so happy that a new series was out there because this is my second favorite, while Green Hornet is my first. I don't know how they screwed this up so bad. But why not?
Yeah, well, you got it now. You're stuck with it. There's nothing you can do about it.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Nope. Mr. Bone says The Hamiltons has a sequel called The Thompsons.
Yes, that is correct. Which was a Dollar Tree movie.
Oh, The Thompsons. I wonder if I've got it.
So you might have it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll have to go take a look. Yeah. I'll have to look into that. But I was making a note. I was making a note about that, but I'm going to take a look at that now. So another movie I picked up was called The Last Exorcism Part 2, because I own The Last Exorcism. I did not own Part 2. So there it is. The Last Exorcism. I have got that right here now.
Enjoyed both of them.
Yeah, I like exorcist movies. I like movies with churchy religious people. So, well, bam.
It's a good film.
Yeah.
This one was another one I bought kind of just out of the blue. I like who's in it. It looks like, once again, another chick film where she's kicking ass, and they got some blood on the back of the cover, and that is Ava.
Oh yeah.
So now we're into action movies here. And I really enjoy Jessica Chastain. I think that she is quite gorgeous. She is a redhead, and I dig redheads. And this does have John Malkovich, Colin Farrell, and for some reason, Common. Okay. But all right. And we got some blood on the back there. So,
Nice.
I thought, okay, maybe she's kicking ass and getting some blood on her. So there you go.
So that movie right there, you took a shot in the dark. That's my Ozzy impersonation. Was that good? Did you like that?
Oh my God. It was like a banshee wailing.
Go fuck yourself.
That what you just did, I think, was worse than anything that happened in World War II.
One step away from you. It was Ozzy. Go fuck your mother. The Unborn. And look, I left a sticker on because I'm going to replace the case, because this case is it's one of those like Dollar Tree wrinkly cases. But look at the case. Look at the artwork. The Unborn. It says it's got two versions of the movie on here, the theatrical and the unrated. So I'll probably watch the theatrical. I kid. No, I'm watching the unrated. But the Unborn looks pretty good. You got a girl who's not happy. She's getting rained on or something. And then on the back, you have an evil little shit, and then you have her not having a good day. She's very stressed out right here. So it's got to be good, right? It's got to be good.
You know, it's got to be good because that picture above there is the poster was her in her underwear looking in a mirror.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep, you mentioned that. I remember you mentioned it. Yeah, yep. There it is. The Unborn.
Oh, we know what we're selling that movie on.
Yeah. What do you got over there?
All right, so this is Blu-ray, and I got this because it has one of my favorite actors in it, and it also has an actress that I despise.
Yes, here we go.
So this is Parker with Jason Statham, who I absolutely love, and I cannot stand Jennifer Lopez.
I don't mind J-Lo so much.
Oh my God, is she annoying?
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for every guy that she's dated, like, you know, Ben Affleck and so on and so forth, except for P. Diddy, whatever, that guy, whatever. But she seems to ruin people's lives that she dates. But I don't mind her so much as an actress.
She's made one good movie, and that is Out of Sight with George Clooney. That is it. She's made one good movie.
Go fuck your mother. What about Anaconda?
That was an ensemble.
Come on, fucking excuses.
She was one of many. If you're gonna say she's good in it, you might as well say John Voight. But she
is the lead female. She is like
the Anaconda could not even swallow her because her ass is so big it couldn't fit in its mouth.
Because my Anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun. Get with the program, John. Good movie though. Parker's a fun movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, and it's Taylor Hackford, who's a really good director, so I'm kind of psyched for it. But there we go.
There you go. See, look. Liv likes Anaconda.
Anaconda's fun.
J-Lo Boy Next Door. What?
Oh no, that is an awful film. No. It's called The Boy Next Door. It's horrible. Everything she does is horrible.
Mr. Bones' favorites is her in Anaconda and Enough. Fluffy likes Selena.
Oh God,
I liked Enough too. Yeah, well, there you go.
I mean, at least no. You know what? If I could time travel, I would not go back in time and save JFK. You know what I would do? I would go back in time and save Selena. So then Jennifer Lopez would not have played her in the movie, and then we would have never had Jennifer Lopez. There we go. Yes.
So I bought this movie because I've recently watched like the Conjuring franchise, and this just reminds me of the artwork because of the tree, the witching tree, where remember in Conjuring we have the people hung from the tree outside the house and stuff.
Yeah.
So the artwork kind of reminded me of that. And it was in the clearance bin, and it says evil never dies. That's what it says. And then on the back it says the dead never forget. Oh, so
that's your just bought it hoping it's good movie.
It was in the clearance bin, so I mean it's when it's like $2, it's easy to take a shot on stuff. It looks like something that would have been at a Dollar Tree, but the curse of the witching tree. There it is. I'll give it a shot.
All right, there you go. This one, oddly, we watched the movie and there was a trailer for this, and you went, "Wait a minute," and I'm like, "What?" And you rewound it backwards and paused it on a person we know that we're friends with who's an actress.
Oh yeah, yes.
And Gianna, and it was just like, what the hell? She was in a Nicolas Cage movie. So now I need to message her so we can go have lunch again, so I can be close to somebody who worked with Nicolas Cage. And but this was weird because when we went into Zia Records, I just happened to turn the corner on one of their discount bins, and this thing was literally sitting right there, and that is
nice.
Sympathy of the Devil.
Yeah.
So, which you did not think looked very good. I thought it looked very Nicolas Cage.
The only cool looking thing about it was like the Vegas locations, but other than that, it looks like shit in my opinion. But maybe it'll be fun. Who am I?
Well, let's hope it's not like that monster movie that he just made.
Who are you? Who the fuck are you? Mr. Bones says, so is enough? Is that where J-Lo gets trained in MMA to defend herself against an abusive ex? Okay, so she gets trained to whoop P. Diddy's ass. Is that what it is?
Pretty much.
Okay, nice. Money Train, was she in Money Train?
Money Train is fun, but not for her. It's our two leads.
See, she's been in a lot of good stuff, John.
She bugs me as much as Rosie Perez does. God, I cannot stand Rosie Perez. Ugh. That
okay. I mean,
that voice kills me.
Rosie Perez is cool, man.
No,
I gotta say, I was never a fan of White Man Can't Jump. Not my type of movie. But Rosie Perez been in some good shit, man.
I did enjoy White Man Can't Hump. What?
Horror movie Monday, John. Not horror movie Monday.
It's a real movie.
Oh God. I bought the Divide.
Yeah.
Because
moving on.
It was in the clearance bin, and John said, have you seen this, The Divide?
No, I've
Zombie
seen the
movie,
trailers and know it and stuff like that, but I've never seen it.
No, this is like a nuclear holocaust movie. The lucky ones died in the blast. And it's got this is why I bought it. That's right. Because it has Michael Biehn. And
yes.
Rosanna Arquette, very much like Rosanna Arquette. Fluffy Gamer. The Fluffy Gamer. Did you not just see Rosanna Arquette? So Rosanna. The Divide. What the fuck's going on over there, John? Yes. Sean, what you were asking for has a name. Nathan says, did you like The Ugly Stepsister? Not seen it yet. Forgive me on that. I think, was it you or was it Mr. Bones? Somebody recently was telling me all about The Ugly Stepsister. I've not seen it yet. Sorry about that. John, have you seen The Ugly Stepsister?
No. I've only known it from you guys here. Otherwise, I've never heard of it.
Liv says, I just recently found out that Toto song was about her. Is that really about Rosanna Arquette?
Oh, yeah. Apparently she was so good at sex that the guy wrote a song about her.
No, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool. I just learned that right now, Liv. I'm with you. But that's hilarious. I think between Patricia and Rosanna, I think Rosanna definitely got the better looks. They're both great. Phenomenal actresses and everything, but Rosanna's great. That's funny. That is funny. You learn something every day, right? John, you're not allowed. You are like a host. You're not allowed to.
It's vamp time.
Yeah, how the fuck you like?
We're 2 hours and 13 minutes in, and not one person has said vamp time. So thank you for Pumpkinhead.
It's vamp time.
Yeah, well, then you get a double. You got a double vamp time. Yeah, no, nobody has said it's vamp time yet. That is accurate. Maybe it's because we played at the very beginning now or something. I don't know. So, how many more you got left over there?
3.
Ooh, I got 3 too. 1.
Because you did the 2 at the same time.
Yes.
Yes.
Furnace. John found Furnace, and this is cool because he found the Blockbuster copy, and I like the Blockbuster cases with that right there, and because we love Blockbuster, like the sign right there from the legend Robert C. Hopefully Robert's having a good night. I haven't seen Robert tonight. Hopefully he's out hanging out with Rachel and doing something fun. Hopefully they're going to see Ballerina They need to do that. But
Yes.
yeah, looking forward to seeing this. And I love collecting the old blockbuster cases especially with the blue movie.
And we saw the trailer for that. It was on something. I remember.
Correct.
The
It
trailer.
might have been wasn't on the Nicolas Cage one. It was on one of them, yeah.
Yeah.
But Michael Paré and Ja Rule, a little concerned, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. So I have been slowly collecting one of my favorite actors' movies, and I'm glad that I found this. I've seen the original in the theater, but never the director's cut. And that is Mel Gibson in Payback. This is the straight up the director's cut.
It's not a slightly sideways or leaning to the left. It's straight up the director's cut.
That's right.
Nice.
Yeah. So
you are a Mel Gibson fan.
Yeah, it's.
Are you also an anti-Semite?
I am not.
Okay.
I am not.
I think that's
so. You have to separate the actor from his actions. Otherwise, I would not like Tom Cruise.
The less you know.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know that he's an anti-Semite, but he was drunk and went on a rage.
Yeah, he kind of is. Yeah.
The truth serum. He talked about it.
Yeah.
Those Christ killers.
Oh.
That is my quote from Polly Walnuts in The Sopranos, sir. He calls them Christ killers, the Christ killers. I remember that fact about Toto and Rosanna. I haven't seen in VH1's pop-up video back in the day. Oh, you seen it? Oh, okay. That's where. Okay, I got to get with the program. I did not know that. That's interesting. That I find that very, very funny. I didn't know. I just started singing Rosanna. I had no idea. At least he wasn't singing Roseanne Barr.
Oh my God.
That would have been almost as bad as this movie.
Oh, how dare you?
I think they forgot the I or something, because it looks like it should be automation transfusion, but it's automaton transfusion. Automaton. I don't know how you say that. Automaton transfusion. It looks like automation, but it's missing an I. I don't know. But anyways, John and I watched this, and it was terrible. It was god awful.
I recommended it.
You suffer all the way through, and at the end, it says fucking to be continued, and they never continued it.
No, it's Stephen C. Miller's first film that he did out of film school, at a Full Sail. I'm friends with him on Facebook. Unfortunately, I wanted to interview him, but he never got back to me. He's also made a bunch of Bruce Willis movies, and he did the remake of Silent Night, Deadly Night, just Silent Night. I like his movies. I haven't seen every one. I really like that one. But for years he is expected to do a sequel. I don't think he ever will. No, probably not. But I really like the movie, and what's great is you got to sit through the entire thing while I was sleeping through some of it.
Yeah, you did. And that was a good call, because this was the second movie of the evening, and you suggested this, which is a good thing because you've already seen it, so you didn't sleep through something you haven't seen already. But now this, you go from one angle to another, and it looks like shot on video, to shot on blurry 35 millimeter, to like shot on video, to shot on blurry 35 millimeter. It's just weird looking. The actors, this is so, credit where credit's due. He did have a huge cast, a lot of zombies. That was good. But the actors were terrible. And that's probably because it's first film out of film school. He probably used film students or friends or, people that he could afford. So, but this is definitely one of those movies that any director, being their first film, would want to forget. So I don't think we'll ever get.
Oh, wow. I disagree with that completely. I completely disagree with that.
I laughed a lot at how bad it was. So it didn't make me angry or anything, but I just laughed at how flawed and bad it was. So this is one we'll have to agree to disagree on. But it's now my collection. Is there shelf space? That's the question. I don't know.
Well, I talked to you about Donald and I are going to do for like next month, 3 of the worst movies that we think. Maybe that should be part of it.
It's not. I can name you about 52 movies that are worse than that. But look at this.
Okay. That's good.
Gonna get wet, gonna get wet, gonna get wet.
It's Wet Movie
Oh,
One.
it's a moist and velvety taint in the house. What's up, good sir? Did you guys finish watching the Goonies 40th anniversary chit chat along, right? Talking about it, hanging out, having a good time. Hopefully you had fun over there doing that, Mr. Wet One. But good to see you, sucker. Go get you, sucker. But not unless John gets you first. You better watch out. John may come touch you. Wow, touch you in places that I wouldn't. He may do that.
It's very possible.
Ooh, Nathan C. Eden Lake. Yes, Eden Lake is probably on my list of shit fuck movies. It was a terrible movie. I hate it. Hopefully, you're not suggesting Eden Lake is a good movie, but I hated that movie. So,
Go back up. What did this guy say right here? He mentions my zombie movie.
let's see. Payback director cut has a different ending. Payback.
Right below.
For Payback.
Right below
This one?
Christian. No, not that
This
one.
one?
Go down. You keep going
This
down.
one.
Keep going down.
This one.
No, you're going up. Keep going down. right there.
Dude, I remember automaton transfusion. Doesn't it have the pregnancy baby kill by that zombie? I thought that kill was next level when the movie came out. So yes, so the zombie does reach in and rip a baby out of a womb. That was kind of funny. Like I said, I laughed a lot through this, and I looked over at John because I was gonna go, that's funny, but John was like, check me out. I'm passed out over here. You're having that shrimp burrito Mexican food coma. we had some Mexican.
It was a
food
good
today.
coma.
It was, it was a good meal. It had some moments. That's why it's definitely not in the conversation for worst movie ever. And I do forgive it for a lot of things being a filmmaker's first film. So I had the pleasure of doing audio commentary with Master Chaos for when he re-released his first film, and we laughed a lot. Does the movie have problems? Oh yeah, but we laughed a lot. So the good thing is he learned. Whoever made Adam transfusion there, he learned from it and moved on.
Stephen C. Miller.
Things. There you go. Mr. Bone says Unsane. Unsane that probably would be one. Maybe Unsane. I'll categorize. I'll put that right with the McCrap right here. So those are two. But I don't want to give shit movies like that any more publicity than they deserve, and which is none. Nothing beats the zombie head flip from Land of the Dead. I didn't hate Land of the Dead. Yeah.
There's only 3 George Romero zombie movies. That's so.
Oh wow!
There's the Holy Trilogy, and
look at you and your high horse.
Yep.
Yeah. How many more you got over there? You should have one more or
2
more.
2.
Okay, you're up. You are up.
All right, and here we have Pure Hollywood, a double feature of 48 Hours and another 48 Hours.
Oh, yeah. Back before Eddie Murphy totally sucked.
So I was also trying to find Stakeout and another Stakeout, but they didn't have those because I was going for double features. But
there you go.
But yeah, 48 Hours is awesome. Another 48 Hours is it's okay, but it's I'll take it on a double feacher. Why not? They're both Walter Hill movies, so can't complain about that.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
My last movie, I had to get in. John kept getting all these Nicolas Cage movies, so I had to get in on the mix. No, I kid. This has been on the list, not actually too long. It's been on the list for a couple months though now, because one of you all mentioned it, and that is Red Rock West. There it is. Great cast, man. Nicolas Cage, Dennis Hopper, Lara Flynn Boyle, and it looks fun. A cleverly plotted game of cat and mouse, says a Hollywood Reporter. This is what I'm excited to check out. Nicolas Cage, when Nicolas Cage is good, he's really good. So this is one that I expect to really enjoy.
Okay. Now, this last one.
Ooh.
I hate the movie The Room. I hate it. I think it is an awful movie. and I am a Birdemic fan. Shock and
Oh,
Terror. I love
hi,
Birdemic.
Mark.
No, I think The Room is so overly. It's a shit movie. It's garbage.
It is.
And I only no, but not in a good way, in my opinion. So I only watched it because, being a fan, I wanted to watch The Disaster Artist, which is a great movie about making a movie. I would much rather watch this over The Room any day out of the week.
I think anybody would.
I mean, it is, and this is before Seth Rogen went all woke. This is before James Franco got all canceled, and Dave Franco is still out there. So, but it's a great. I think it's a great film about filmmaking, and it is a much better film than The Room. Go see Birdemic, Shock and Terror instead. There's 2 sequels to that. So
there you go. There you go. So yeah, that's it for our pickups. Goodbye, everybody. I kid. Liv says, I love The Room so much. It's right up there with The Happening in terms of comedy.
Oh, no. The Happening is one of the greatest movies ever made because it is so bad. You can't beat Mark Wahlberg talking to a plastic plant. I watch The Happening every Earth Day. It's probably the only M. Night movie I own right now. I love The Happening. No, it is not close to The Room. No. No.
I keep mine at the ready right here. Look, and this is the blasphemous Hollywood video version.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, I have to, I have Blockbuster. I've got to give some love to Hollywood video. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I don't hate this movie. I could watch it again. But I would probably watch this 3 or 4 times before I watched The Room once.
Oh, I'm in the same boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's not a great movie, but it's okay. It's okay.
Well, we like it for different reasons, but I appreciate that. So
there you go. Man, we've been going for 2.5 hours. It's been a lot of fun, and I've had a good time. John, we keep talking about needing to do movie reviews on your channel because we've watched movies we keep talking about doing, but we've yet to shoot these sons of guns.
I know.
Aside from that, do you have anything else scheduled coming up on your channel?
No, I cannot get myself motivated to do it. I wanted to review Mission Impossible. I want to review Ballerina. I want to do it on one of my short reviews, so they're only like 10 minutes, maybe 20 at most. These movies here are my next, like, Zia Records movies or Goodwill movies, and I can't do it. So I have nothing to promote right now unless you just want to go. I mean, you can always go watch my Uwe Boll film, my Uwe Boll interview.
Yes, just released it last week, right? You're
yes,
one filmmaker, one film. Yes,
so,
yeah. You, sir, have an addiction to buying movies. I highly recommend doing something about that.
I know. I used to do 3 videos a week. And now I'm lucky if I do 1 a month.
Yeah, it's doing them right is time consuming and stuff. It gets tough sometimes. So, but I did a movie review. It was a very short movie review for Ballerina because I thought the movie's perfect. And I said, I don't want to say anything about it. I want everybody to go see it. And so it was a very short review. I put it up, and after 24 hours, it had barely 100 views. I don't think YouTube likes me. They are not. I feel like my channel is being blocked, and a lot of you did not even know that I put up that video, is how I feel. So I took it down. There's no sense in having a poorly performing video out there. And it's just 3 minutes of me saying what I've said all night long tonight, and that is Ballerina is amazing. Go see it. So that's where I am with that. I don't have much else going on until next Monday, till we do this again. That's what's happening in my world. I can't see myself doing any other movie reviews right now, just because I think they're detrimental to the channel. What we're doing here on Monday night is gaining steam, gaining some momentum. And I think if I put anything else out, it's just going to take away from that. So I don't want to do that. So I look forward to seeing everybody next Monday night to do this again, where we'll talk about some more fun stuff. And maybe we'll see if there's any more news about what's going on with Manny from Sin City Family out there in Vegas, who shot and killed a couple people last night, and sad news. So maybe there'll be some more stuff out about that we could talk about, but gonna have a lot more horror movie news next week, I'm sure of it, as always. But John, anything else to mention or say or anything?
No. Thank you everybody for checking the video out. Look forward to seeing you next week. I will try to do something. I got the new computer. Once it's all set up, then I'll try to get something out there. I'll try.
Yeah.
I'll just try to do better. I mean, you guys helped me get, over 500, subs. So I feel that I should do something. I feel that.
Well, and let's do, a review or two, whether we do a couple movies on one video or a couple separate movies or whatever. Let's get a couple of these movies that we watched together knocked out. We'll talk about them.
Okay.
So, all right. Well, thanks for hanging with us, everybody. It was a lot of fun. If you haven't yet, please, before we go, hit that thumbs up button. And, man, it really helps out. The things are going so well with the channel. John and I are both so happy with what we've got going on here, and we love you all and appreciate you all for hanging out with us and giving us your Monday evenings or late night Mondays, if depending on where you are, to spend talking movies with us. So have a good week, everybody. Take care of yourselves. We will talk same bad time, same bad channel, 7 p.m. next Monday. I'm rambling now until I can actually get the end of this video loaded up here. So, all right, we're out. See you guys. Bye.
What's your favorite scary movie?
I don't know.
Most of all, fuck you!